Today's question is, how do you manage and keep track of your SD cards when you're on set? That's a good question. Welcome to A4Q, the show where I answer someone's question in 4 minutes or less. Now, first of all, I keep all my cards in one of these Pelican cases. When I first bought this, I thought it was a little bit of a splurge and I didn't really need to spend the money on something like this. But it has been so valuable, it's much better than keeping it in your lens caps. I ended up buying another one. I have 2 of these, so when I have another shooter on set, I have the cases labeled with card case number 1 and card case number 2. Then I have my name and address on there in case I ever lose this. Maybe it will come back to me. So when you open this up, I always open it the same way, and this little lanyard thing at the top is kind of my indication of this is the top of this case. And the way I do this is all of the SD cards that are facing out, I have all my cards labeled, like number 1, number 2, number 3, but I have them all facing out, and that means they're empty and I can use them to record information. If I turn the card upside down, that means that I've partially used this card. So say I'm at a drift event, I'm shooting some drifting, I use card number 1, then a little bit later I'm gonna switch and do something else. Maybe I'm just vlogging and it has nothing to do with the car event. I will swap to another card and I will start moving those events over one row. And if I don't fill the card, I'll flip it upside down to let myself know that I still have room on there, but not 100%. Then when I'm finished shooting something, and say this card's full or I'm done for the day, and I know I'm not going to use it anymore, I will turn the card backwards so you see the little metal strips, and I have a label on the back also. And when I see a card in here backwards, I know there's no more content, there's no more room on the card, and that this needs to go in the computer. So when I get home, I open the case up, I know what cards are full that I need to deal with, and I know which ones have partial content on them, and I'll load that in the computer also. When I'm done uploading all my footage to my drive and backup if it's that type of stuff, then I will take all the cards when I'm done and I verified that I have the information in the computer. Then I will put the cards in my camera one at a time and I'll just format them. And then my girlfriend, she's texting me, she must love me. And then I will put them back in the case, right side up and ready to go. They're all formatted. All the cards are empty. I just pull them out, stick them in the camera, and start shooting. So that's how I manage my SD cards when I'm on set. Do you have any tricks that you like to use or any questions that you have for me? Please leave them in the comments below. I'm looking for questions. I'm looking for questions, interesting questions to answer here on A4Q. Bye. Love you guys.